In the previous episode, we learned about the New Testament codex found in different and various places, which is actually safe now in museums and universities. In this episode, we will be able to understand the Bible that we have today, which had gone a lot of version changes, and among that, the English versions have a long ancient history. By the beginning of AD 4, Christian religion have rooted firm in England. German tribes like Angles, which is known as Anglos, Saxon and the Juju tribe immigrated to Britain land. So the land of Angles or the land procured by the Angles were called as Angles or the Angles land, and later it became England or the English land. With no time, English language is developed with the mixture of Saxon, Norman and French languages. As a result, people started translating the Bible to English language, and some of the main versions of these English languages or English translations are Wycliffe Bible, Tyndale Bible, King James Version, which is actually very famous, American Standard Revised Version, and the Revised Standard Version, New International Version, which is more known as NIV. We do have New King James Version, which is my personal favorite, and a bunch of other versions, which we will talk about in further. So in this episode, we will be able to understand about Bible translation to English, which help us to know the divine purpose of God in bringing the word of God available to all the people across the world. So let's start with Wycliffe Bible. Wycliffe Bible was the first Bible which was being translated completely from Latin to English. John Wycliffe did this translation, and he was born in a rich family of England in between somewhere around 1320 to 1380. He completed the translation work in 1382. At that particular age or that particular era, Bible translation was a heresy according to the Catholic sect. So this translation made the Roman Catholic people in fury. As Wycliffe did the Bible translation, he came into the heresy. Later, after his death, he was removed from the church membership, especially after 31 years of his death. His body remains, which was at the London Worth Cemetery, was taken out, burned them to ashes, and they threw them into the Swift River. That was the punishment for translating the Bible at that particular time. And then we do have Tyndale Bible. William Tyndale, also called as the father of English Bible, was born in 1492 in England. After completing his education at Cambridge University, he wanted to translate and publish Bible in English languages. In 1542, he fled to Europe as Bible translation in England was banned by the law. In 1526, while he was in Cologne, which is actually in Germany, he completed and published New Testament Bible translation. He was able to import Bible from Europe to England without being noticed, but later he was caught and sent to prison by the King of England. On 6 October 1536, he became a martyr in the prison. And one of the famous Bible is King James Version, or famously known as KJV, was the most famous English translation from Hebrew and Greek. Yeah, it was directly translated from the original text, Hebrew and Greek. This was published in 1611. This translation was a milestone in the history of Bible translation. In January 1604, a petition was given to King James I, who became the king after Queen Elizabeth, and it was signed by almost 1,000 people who were led by John Reynolds, a leader of Puritan community. This memorandum was known as Millenary Petition. The agenda of this petition was to have an English Bible that can be accepted by all the people. As a result, 6 group of 54 scholars from Cambridge and Oxford and Westminster University started translating the Bible by the order of King James. So it began by the King James I. By hard work in 1611, they gifted the Bible to the king. This was the result of an ardent labor of long 7 years. As the king gave testimonial to read the Bible in churches, this translation was also called as Authorized Version. This translation was done in 100% with the Hebrew and Greek text. Another famous biblical translation, or the current modern translation, is American Standard Revised Version. It is pretty much famous in the American continent and European continent. In 1901, American company published the revised version of the Bible and is named as ASRV, which is American Standard Revised Version. His translation was better in many aspects when comparing with the Bible translations published from England. And then we do have Revised Standard Version. This was formulated by 32 American Bible scholars. New Testament was published in 1946 and the Old Testament and New Testament later was published in 1952. The presentation style of this version is very simple. And another one of the famous current biblical translation is New International Version or NIV. NIV was translated and published under the guidelines and the guidance of New York Bible Society. This was a direct translation from Masoretic text and Greek text. New Testament was published in 1967 and the complete Bible was published in 1978. Another famous version is New King James Version, which is actually the revised version of the previous King James Version, which came into existence on year 1611. The fifth edition of New King James Version was published in 1975 with the help of more than 100 Bible scholars. This was done by translating the Bible directly from Hebrew and Greek text. The presentation style and the understandability of this version is much higher compared to the original King James Version. And some other famous versions are the Moffat Bible, which came into existence on 1913, New English Bible on 1961, Jerusalem Bible on 1966, and Good News Bible, which also came into existence on 1966. And then we do have New American Bible, which came into existence on 1970, Living Bible, which came into existence on 1972. In short, to work in Bible translation field is tedious and really hard. As a result of the hard work of many people and sacrifices, we have different versions right now. There are people even today who work in Bible translation, so we should pray for them. And also we should take our Bible, which is kept in the shelf for a long period of time, and read it. We should meditate on it every other day to get wisdom from it.